Hey you, so on this video favorite gold size coin, I'm going to be going over exactly that. A few times people have asked which is the best size gold coin or what they believe is the best size gold coin. So I just wanted to point out what my favorite is, which is going to be all of what you see here, and just go through why I like them and what I intend to do moving forward on that size specifically. So when I'm looking at something like these, for instance, it's the only problem you're going to find, or I would say an individual is going to have. This is a zero point 0.5, so this is the smallest coin on display here. So we're going from a zero point 0.5 gram to a 5 ounce coin. Is I would say that specifically there is no one defined specific coin for an individual. I would say it's whatever your budget allows. And the only problem or difference I would say you're going to run into is premiums. But it's sometimes we all know the best thing to do is to save your money. And for instance, maybe so this is the smallest. I could say the cheapest. This I believe is the 2016 elephant design. But you're going to tell somebody to save their money, so maybe their funds could go on to get them something bigger. We have a 1 gram, a 1/20th, 1/10th, and the likes of. But if at the time you've got the funds, and I know individuals, you want to spend the funds and you're right here, right now, for whatever reasons, I'd say whatever your budget allows you to purchase is going to be the best size gold coin for you. I like all sizes, whichever I've been able to purchase at the time, or even liked, I've gone ahead and purchased. There is a size when I'm sticking to the script foundation wise that I'll always pick up and look to moving forward, and we'll break into that. But other than that, these are all my favorite sizes, and this is what I could pick up at the time and wanted to pick up at the time, and it was a zero point 0.5. It was, you could say, more of a cute size coin, but when you're looking at something this small, I'm telling you now, it is absolutely tiny. So for instance, looking at the next size up, which is the 1 gram, which a lot of people will tell you is very small already. Don't know if I can get a good comparison. I've got a lot of glare out there today, but if you can see how small, I mean, diameter wise, it's the thickness, actual thickness of the coin. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's absolutely tiny, but it's still looking next to a 1 gram coin can hold its own. So there's no complaining there. But this was my smallest coin I own. I purchased a load of them at the time. I won't be picking no more up just due to where spot is, but at the time I was very happy with it, and it still is. What I intend to do with these, should spot ever go sky high, I don't know what it will do, but for my own personal needs, whenever I do or have cashed out gold, I've always needed thousands and hundreds. So it's of no problem for me whether spot goes to whatever, because I won't be looking to cash this out. But we never know the situation. We see a ridiculously high spot. So the next up on the list is my next favorite fractional size, and that's the 1 gram. These were picked up more about the time they was the talk of the town. I believe this is the first time they brought these out in this size. This is the 1 gram panda. These shot up in price due to demand around the time they came out. There was a lot of hype around them. Getting a hold of them was hard, and things leveled out, and they are what they are now. But I'm still happy I got these. I got these at a fantastic price. Gold spot at the time was low, the pound was strong, so I was able to pick a load of these up. But I've kept on to them. I've gifted some, and I've held on to them. Fantastic coin. You're going to get more for this just off the strength of what it is being a gold panda. So it's another stunning piece. But this is a 1 gram. So we've gone from the 0.5 gram to the 1 gram. You can see the difference in the actual thickness of the coin. I'm not sure if you can actually see that. You're picking it up too well, but the 0.5, which is absolutely tiny, is very thin also, but you're getting a bit more meat on the bone with the 1 gram. But then next, we're going to be going into the 1/20th. Now, for some or a lot, this is an entry point when they're on a budget. It's somewhat, I've left these all in the capsules and the likes of today, you can't really see the thickness of it too well, but it's a good entry point for a lot of individuals when we're talking about gold coming in. I'm not too sure pound sterling what these are going for off the top of my head, but it's a size other than my Kookaburra proof coins that I own. I don't own too many of this size, but just having one in the stack, I believe I got this. I'm not too sure if this was for an individual that backed out. But it's good to own. It's a good size. It's a size some people come in for an entry point. Once again, getting in is the main thing. So if all your budget allows you to do at the time is pick up a 1/20 ounce, then so be it. If you want to pick up gold there and then, it's a fantastic size. Personal gripes with these is when you've held larger, these they just feel tiny in the hand, on the fractionals, and we all know they do come with their extra premiums, but it is what it is of an individual stuck in that boat. So then we get to the more stable. I know a lot of individuals, this is the lowest they would go. I've got the proof offering here, and this is the 1/10. So 10 of these are going to get you an ounce, and 20 of these are going to get you an ounce. But it's more of an acceptable size for many. As we flip that one all over the place, I'm not sure if you can see the thickness on this that's going to come out, but the 1/10 is a much larger coin. That'll fit right up into there. But another stunning size. I like them. I do have a few other 1/10s that came in sets and the likes of. It's a coin. I know a lot of individuals I personally know have been able to jump in on the 1/10. They do prefer it. Once again, not taking premiums into account. It's a manageable size of an individual's picking up a set amount and they're on a budget on a month. I'm all for it. Once again, whatever your budget allows you to do and get, we all know the rule of thumb is the higher you go, the less the premiums are. But we all can't purchase an ounce of gold and the likes of and larger. So this is a very common size for a lot of individuals getting in. Another size that I like also, as I've mentioned, I'm not throwing no size out the window. So that's going to be the 1/10, and I really do like that. Then we have the 1/4 ounce. The 1/4 ounce is a size. At one point, I decided that it was going to be the smallest I was going to go to, but I never did end up sticking with that. This is the 1/4 ounce proof Libertad. It is a real good size for your, individual on a budget, but can stretch and may just want to add or put a little bit more on, and they're comfortable going to this size here. The 1/4 ounce, funnily enough, is not a size I'll be personally picking up in the future. I do own a load of the 1/4 ounce Queen's Beast, but I'm no longer picking them up. I'm just more going for the proofs if I do go for them. Just in terms of bullion weight and size, it's not a size that I'm really grabbing at the moment, but comparing it next to a 1/10, it's a lot larger. Obviously 4 of these, everyone looks at the ounce as the pinnacle or the stopping point, so 4 of these are going to give you an ounce of gold. So this is the 1/4 ounce Libertad there. Now looking at the 1/2 ounce Libertad, and there's a reason why I'm only showing this spotted one that I done the gold and silver nightmare on. The 1/2 ounce is a gold size that I've never really been interested in. For me, it wasn't the spot for me. So you have the 1/4 ounce and then the 1 ounce and then the 1/2 ounce. This is, to the best of my knowledge, the only 1/2 ounce coin I own, so I'm only able to show this red pitted version here. But I just never saw personally the point in grabbing a 1/2 ounce. It was either going to be a little smaller or the full Monty on the 1 ounce. So I don't own no other 1/2 ounce coins. Out of all the sizes here, it just never came across to me as to go grab the 1/2 ounce or just loading up on 1/2 ounces. And plus, a lot of dealers never brought out too many, whether it be a collector coin or the likes of in 1/2 ounces. Of course, in the Libertad sets, you get a 1/2 ounce in the offering. With the Perth Mint free coin sets, I don't believe they do a 1/2 ounce in the offering. So that may play a big role because I've only got the 1/2 ounce in a coin set. Royal Mint don't do no 1/2 ounce offerings. Also, of course they do, but not in none of the popular sets that I've gone for. And it's just not been a size I've looked for in bullion also. I don't think that, I believe they do fractional sizes on a normal Britannia and the likes of coins, but it's not been something I've came across. I know they do 1/4 ounces and the likes of and the other sizes. So it's out of everything here, it's going to be one of the coins that I won't be looking for unless it comes in a set. Now it comes to the number uno, it's the 1 ounce. Now it's the size a lot of your everyday stackers, individuals that can pick up, go for the premiums. This is Sweet Spot Premium. This is the 1 ounce Proof Monkey. I do like the 1 ounce coin, as I've mentioned. I mean, the way to go for my foundation would be 1 ounce Britannias or anything Roman capital gains tax free. So moving forward, that's what I've been focusing on when I've been getting collector coins. I've been converting it into 1 ounce CGT free coins, but it is the size, you know, when you're looking at it, if anybody wanted to collect, if you was able to purchase, that you can find a lot of good deals premium wise on the 1 ounce, you know, for anywhere from 3% to 5% over spot price. It's fantastic. If you want to liquidate, you know, you can damn near claw your money back just off of a swing upwards on spot price. So, you know, it's the one, literally. So you got the 1 ounce there. So if I was going for a choice of the 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce and the 1 ounce, 9 out of 10 times the 1/2 ounce ain't going to get looking, and it's going to be one of those two. But that's the 1 ounce. It's the size to be at. You know, it's definitely a great size. Now we're getting into more sizes I never personally thought I'd be getting into, and that's the big boys, the Lion, the 2 ounce. It's a massive coin. It was my first 2 ounce coin. Having it, I would love to complete the Luna in the BU 2 ounce. I don't think it's going to be very practical. They are decent on premiums if you get them at time of release, but backdating, it just doesn't make sense really paying so much more for a coin in my eyes. But being able to get this when I got it just was that much better. So it's a 2 ounce coin in comparison to the 1 ounce. Yeah, you know, it's not that much bigger, but definitely a lot thicker. And these are both from Perth, so you should be able to see that if it ever does decide to sink in. But you know, yeah, it's that much thicker. But they do feel fantastic. Obviously, holding one and seeing one in the flesh is a different story. But that's the 2 ounce gold coin there. So a size I can't see myself getting unless, of course, I run into another good gold spot deal. And that was the situation with these, and I was able to do a trade that worked in my favour. And then we get into a size that I could never see myself owning again. But it was something that I done once again as a trade, and that's going to be a 5 ounce coin. It eclipses all the coins here, but when you're looking at it from thickness, you can really see what's going on there. It's a real chunky monkey. So that was just all of the gold coins that I think are fantastic sizes to own for any individual at any point in their life. No size is better than the other, whichever your budget's going to allow you to get. I mean, some is better than none, and that's what we're talking about, gold there. So as long as you're able to pick up some gold, you're in a fantastic position. But obviously, the benefits of a larger size is going to be less to no premiums. But you know, if you can't take that into account, then you've got to get what you can get when you can get it. So it'd be fantastic to know what you guys' favorite gold size coin is in the comment section below. Hate or love it, let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys in the rebound.